Good morning. I feel so cheesy, and it's like gonna be my new thing to like take a sip of coffee as I say good morning to you all. Good morning. I am so happy to be here with you. TGIF, as my son's teacher has been saying every week. So good morning. As you jump in, please say hello. I am so happy to see you here. Christina, good morning. Do you guys like my cute cat mug? There's a funny story behind this, of course. It has to do, I think I've told it before, but I'll tell it really quickly because it is ridiculous. So when I moved to Humboldt County when I was like 24 years old, it was like 1999. And I moved to Humboldt County, and there were these really cute kittens that were born right behind my house. And I had moved away from Iowa. I moved to California all by myself, and I got this cat. And so I took her in to get spayed like a good cat mommy. And when I picked her up, there was an emergency in the vet, and they were like really chaotic and like overwhelmed. And so I just grabbed the cat in the carrier, and they were like, we'll call you later and give you all of the things. And so I take the cat, and I was like, this cat looks a little bit weird. Good morning, Michelle. Happy Friday to you. And so I get home with the cat, and the cat is like not my cat. But it's a calico, it's a female, she'd just been spayed. And I was like, well, maybe like her surgery just made her look a little weird. And she sort of ran off from me as soon as I let her out of her little like crate thing under the couch. So literally like 24 hours later, I'm like, this is not my freaking cat. Like, this is not my cat. Remember, I'm only 24. I was kind of clueless at this point in my life. And so I call up the vet, and I'm like, I think you gave me the wrong cat. And they were like, oh my God, yes, this other woman just called us and said the same thing. So I go and we trade cats later on that day. I ended up having this cat for like 48 hours. And good morning, Jen. And so this was what I got. This was all I got. They gave me the wrong cat, and this was what I got as like a gift. This was my gift, was a cat mug. I have kept it for all of these years because I just think it's just a ridiculous, hilarious story. And yeah, that's the story of the cat mug. So good morning. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. It's really good. It's a good Friday morning, right? So I have had the most amazing morning so far. I went and did my PT work. And you guys, I had such a huge release, but he worked on my QLs. He's working on my spinals. And yeah, you go back and watch the beginning of the story, Jennifer, because it's ridiculous. Good morning, Kyla. And so I went and did my PT this morning, and I had a huge release, and I cried all the way home, and I feel so good. Isn't it amazing what the frequency of tears will do for the body? Like, just clears everything out. And we hold so many things in the body. And that's like one of the huge things I talk about is body insight. It's this, it's the concept that our body holds all of our emotions. It's our last vestige. It's like the last place we look for emotions. It's inside of the body. And I've been holding on to all of this crazy stuff in my body since I had Wyatt, and I've had lots of massages, but never anything like the work I'm doing right now. And I lifted 85 pounds, like dead weight lifted 85 pounds. I am so proud of myself. I can hardly stand it. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the energy of the day. The energy today feels to me really delicious. It's a 2 energy day. And the energy of the 2 is all about connection. It's connection to spirit. How you connect higher self. When you are connected, when you are feeling integrated with your higher self, when you're feeling totally in the same space as that, you're in alignment, right? You're in alignment with your source energy. You've been meditating. I meditated this morning. I am really like feeling that source connection, that source energy connection, that God connection, that universal life force energy connection. Call it what you will, get there, because that is what it's all about. Oh, I'm so happy that it's pouring down rain where you are. Yes, and that is so cleansing. Oh my God, Jen, I'm so happy to hear that. So, connection. And what's the opposite of connection, right? It would be separation. If you are feeling separate, if you feel alone, if you feel isolated, what is the messaging that wants to come through for you? This has been something that I have been working on for a really long time. And it's almost like it just landed for me this year, which was Joy came to me one day and said, I am fired up about you and we got to talk about this. And she said, how are you feeling? And I said, I feel so alone. Good morning, Whitney. And it wasn't like I feel alone because of COVID, or it wasn't like I was feeling alone because of the pandemic or moving or any of it. I was feeling cut off from my source. I was cut off from my connection to source energy. And in my opinion, this is the number one problem that people are suffering from is that we feel separate somehow. We feel separate and isolated from our source. And it's really easy to say, oh, I'm limitless. I'm a limitless being, and I'm, I'm a soul having a human experience. But have you embodied your source? Do you embody your source energy? Do you call it in every day? Do you remember that it's you? Because you are source energy and I am source energy, right? Melissa, good morning. Whitney, yes, lack of spiritual connection. And it is something that we are lacking so deeply in this country and maybe this world. I believe that many of us are seeking that connection, and I believe that many of us have lost it. And so coming back to that connection again and again and again it's the key. It's the key to your joy. It's the key to your bliss. It's the key to your happiness. It is the key to understanding your purpose on this planet. And so I invite you to really dig deeper into how connected you are. Ruby, quiet. We have workers outside. They are just, she is like, I'm just going to be barking my head off at y'all. No more separation, she says. So as many times as it takes. Yes, Whitney. So every day you go and go for 5 minutes. Go for 1 minute, right? Be mindful, be connected, find a way to reconnect again and again and again and again and again and again, and then do it again. Because that is what we are doing. We are birthing a new age. And that is the card that I drew this morning from the Rebecca Campbell deck, birthing a new age. It's like we were born for these times. And you know that you've heard that statement before. Again, what does that mean? We were born for these times. Well, we came literally to be here during this period of time for the Great Awakening. I mean, the people are waking up, and I am not talking about the QAnon awakening. So that is not what I am talking about. I am talking about people waking up to separation and connection. I'm talking about people waking up to their true purpose on this planet. I am talking about really reconnecting to who we truly are and to remembering why we are here and why we came to this planet, remembering where we came from and who we really are. And so that is really what we're here to do. We're here to birth the new age. And, if you have a child right now, if you have a child who was born any time during the 2000s, you understand that why they came to us, why they're here with us, why they're here on this planet at this time, and why they were born to people like us. When I look around at the children around me, I see children who are labeled, and that's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. Like, we're labeling them, and maybe they need to be labeled right now, or that's just what makes us feel good or better or whatever. We're sensitive, right? We're ADHD. We're, kids are autistic and Asperger's and all of these things. And really, they're just them. They're just kids, and we're just us. And they're not special. They're just here to shift the planet. They're here to do something different. They are coming in without so much karma. They're coming in to do different things. And they're here really and truly, I believe, to teach us how to live a more peaceful way. They're here to wake us up to the fact that we have been polluting our planet and destroying things and feeling greedy and all of the things, all of the materialism that we do. And I'm not saying I don't like money and stuff. Like, that's fine. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying we've gone overboard. We've just gone way overboard, right? Like, we're just like over consuming. And I think that they're here to show us a different way. I want to share a little story about why this is making me think of. We were really poor 2 years ago, like just really in the pooper. And we just didn't have any money to do Christmas. And we decided to come back to Iowa from Colorado to visit my family. And that meant that we didn't do Christmas presents. And my son literally got shrinky dinks for Christmas. And that was like pretty much it. He got slippers and shrinky dinks for Christmas. I mean, he got some things from the grandparents and stuff, but from us and from like Santa, he got shrinky dinks. And my brother was doing super well, and like they just like overcompensated for Christmas, and we spent Christmas with them. And they had hoverboards, and again, I'm not judging any of that. I really am not. I was thrilled that my nephew got a hoverboard. My niece was just dying because she did not get a hoverboard. And Wyatt got a shrinky dinks. Okay, let's remember what Wyatt got. He got slippers and shrinky dinks. And he was like, Mommy, this is the best Christmas ever. And I was like, oh, this child, he teaches me so much every single moment of my life. I was feeling so like bad that I like wasn't able to do more for him. And he just loved his shrinky dinks, you guys. It just was like so gloriously beautiful. And he teaches it to me over and over and over and over again. And I feel really grateful. And obviously it makes me cry. So beautiful, right? So let's just go ahead and remember how connected we are today. Connect into your source, connect to yourself, connect to each other online, this beautiful community that we have here in this world online. It is gloriously amazing. There's my favorite word of the day is glorious, right? And then I want to share something that's been coming up for me, that's been growing and expanding for me over the past couple of years, is this concept of bringing community together. And I've had several Facebook groups, and I had the Sanctuary, and I had, the Rising Vibe, and I had this other group and this other group, and the Heal Collective and the Heal Reiki Co-op, and it all feels like it's evolving and expanding, right? And so I want to share what's been coming through for me. I've been doing some great work with my team of amazing coaches that I work with. I work with the most incredible people, and I hire them because they make my life so much better. And they call me out on my shit, and they like make life just better, right? So I'm working with a woman named Jaya. I'm sure you know her, and I have worked with her off and on over the years. And right now I'm just going through her program called the Soul-Led Visibility Program. And she called me out on my lack of clarity. And Joy, my mentor, Joy, called me out on my lack of vision and clarity as well yesterday. So yesterday was a big day of getting called out on not having a clarity in my vision. And so I want to share what came through for me this morning. And it's really good, and I feel really good about it, and I'm really excited about it. We shortened the name of the Heal Reiki Co-op to the Co-op, because guess what? I want it to be the place for my friends, my healers, my coaches, the leaders, the people who have been following me and want to continue to follow me, my students. I want this group, I want this space to be a collective environment where we all feel safe to do the healing work that we're here to do. And that doesn't just mean healing. It means expanding. It means amplifying. It means coming together to really create community. And we have students in there. We have Reiki practitioners in there. They're not just students anymore. Like, they are doing the practice. So we have beautiful practitioners in there who are selling their services, and I want you to use them. I want you to go to them. I want you to find them. Whitney is one of them. Angela is one of them. Rika Harris is one of them. Hillary is one of them. Sarita is one of them. I mean, these women are absolutely amazing healers, and they have been studying with me, and I believe that they are the best of the best. And so I want you to find them, and I want you to pay them well, and I want you to work your stuff out, because that is what we're all doing together, right? We're working our stuff out, and we're working it out so that we can wake up more and more and more, raise the vibration. This is not just a saying. This is not a fad. We raise the vibration of ourselves first, so that we can raise the vibration of the planet. And as we do the work within ourselves, it ripples out to all of the people around us, including your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, right? So that is the vision. That's like a very small piece of the vision. So I'm glad you have chills. I'm so glad you love the co-op. Oh, I'm so excited what we're talking about, what we're doing here. Oh, and I am going to do a really amazing session with Kyla Clapper. I'm so excited about this. We're gonna really do this. We're gonna do up some social media workout. So it's going to be really good. Work it out with more ease. Support is so important. Yes, Whitney, it's true. So that is my daily pulse for the day. I love you all so much. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Looking at the energy of the weekend, we have a 3 and a 4 day. So the 3 is, remember, the 3 wants you to receive, and then the 4 wants you to be productive. So Saturday, get into receiving mode, and then on Sunday, work out what your whole foundation for your next week is going to look like. It's going to be so powerful. So 3 day, 4 day, receive on Saturday, play, have fun, do something great for yourself. You might want to see some clients on Sunday. I know it's not traditional, but if you want to see clients that day, or get on your computer and do some work for yourself and create that foundation for the next week, it's going to be a really good day to do it. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being with me. I am so grateful, incredibly grateful. And I will see you all on Monday. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.